Hi, good afternoon. We are Group 4 and we are presenting an innovation pitch for Trafalgar Transport. So, to begin with, we, we came up with this pitch um, from the fact that in the past few years, the taxi industry has, in itself, in general, has been in decline given the change in culture of our commuters here in the Philippines, namely with a former Uber here and Grab and then Angkas, knowing that those three companies have and are providing services that fit people's needs better in terms of efficiency and comfortability. So, as a taxi company for Trafalgar, we are presenting this innovation. So again, Trafalgar and its sister companies are under one management, and it is a 24-hour taxi service provider. And then their main office is in Quezon City as well as their garage. And then in their history, their most recent innovation effort was back in 2018, and it was with a partnership with MyCab, which is also a hailing app. So the line of business and products. So basically, Trafalgar is a taxi provider in Metro Manila, and then you can hail their taxis either in person or book a taxi through MyCab. So again, I have talked about the private passenger transportation industry in terms of the taxis itself and how it is declining. Next, the taxis or the car itself, or the vehicles itself that Trafalgar offers is in the forms of Vios and Hyundai Accent, two very famous transportation vehicles here in the Philippines. Again, they have a total of 178 taxis across Trafalgar and their sister companies. And then the station life cycle products.
Alright, so this is the current life cycle of the company's products. So as it's seen, its product, which is currently are the services as the taxi provides. They are currently in a decline, as what Mara said, due to the fact that the current commuters prefer applications or ways of transportation provided by Grab, provided by Angkas, like previously Uber. So that's how we can say that the current products of the company are in its decline stage. So the current coverage, because it is in a decline stage, the company sort of needs to have a revamp, or I guess they need to innovate on their current business model to avoid totally declining. So what we suggest is that we should convert half of their taxis into cars that can be used as Grab cars. So as we said, with the rise of Grab, the taxi market share is completely declining as people prefer people prefer cars that can be easily accessed through apps like Grab, compared to cabs which need to have either gotten through taxi locations or wherever the hubs are, or other services. So this allows the company to have more profit, as it is obvious that people do prefer Grab cars over regular taxis.
Next, we have the application. So we'd like to point out a while ago, as mentioned, that the market for the taxis is declining because everyone likes to have their own private vehicles. So the company must convert half of its cars into private vehicles. Okay, I'd like to point out it's only half because we still want to continue the whole taxi routine and procedure. So as mentioned a while ago, we have to repaint, register, and refurbish the vehicles. The drivers are required to get cell phones that can use the Grab app and Waze. So this is for like standard procedure, and Waze helps locate the fastest route. So at least the customers get to decide, or they can see where they're going, and they can monitor everything through also the Grab app. So another application would be that the drivers, with the help of the company, will register as Grab drivers and will be assigned to one car. So how this works is that the Grab driver who's applying, they'll communicate and coordinate with Grab, and then they'll be able to make use of one of the vehicles in order to begin their the Grab services and or to conduct it. Yeah. So next, the company will receive a rent fee of 1.5 per day. So next, these are our SESI results. So if you noticed a while ago, availability has the lowest mean of 3, which is due to the company focusing on performing its main tasks rather than finding ways to innovate and improve their work performance.
Moving on to the rationale. So we have 3 main points of advantage why we chose this innovation. So it allows the company to compete among other Grab drivers. With the taxi industry declining, we have to be able to keep up. So this innovation allows us to do just that. This company also allows us to have 2 sources of income through Grab and through our original taxi services. And this expands the ride-hailing capacity of the drivers since Grab has high demand. As we know in the Philippines, Grab holds a monopoly for ride-hailing services, and it would be to our advantage if we rode that monopoly of theirs. So disadvantage, the initial cost of converting the cars may be expensive. So of course, with the painting of the cars and the other processes, then there will be a high initial cost, but in the long run, that can be overseen. Second, it will take time for the cars to be converted, which may take away time from the cars to earn income for us. So for a while, we will be foregoing some opportunity expense because of the transition. Moving forward, cost of repainting 89 cars, half of the total number of cars we have would be 2,250,000. That's a one-time payment. Registering of cars, initial fee 89,000. That's 1,000 per car. Car stickers 4,450, and registration of plate numbers 4,050. Next slide. Benefit, rent fee received. Benefit is a rent fee received per car, that's 1,500 per car. And then doing the math, that is at 34,843,500 per year, assuming all 89 drivers do trips on 261 working days. Moving forward. So this is a cost-benefit analysis from January 2020 to December 2020, and January 2021 to December 2021. So as we can see, the benefits are greater than the cost, so the innovation plan is worth executing. Moving forward. Implementation plan.
So we made a Gantt chart of how it's gonna initially start. So it starts Jan for the repainting and refurbishing of 89 vehicles. It starts from Jan to May. Next, the registering of vehicles. That's from January to September. And as soon as that's finished, we can start registering the Grab accounts at the month of October until December. And so this is for year 2, which is 2021. So the operations of 89 taxis and 89 Grab cards commences on January until throughout the entire year. So the name and brief profile of the proponents. That ends our presentation.